Hey guys, welcome to this video where I'm going to tell you all about my favorite astrology hack to get your chart online. Now, this is kind of a top secret thing most people don't know about that has like definitions of what your different planets mean in the different houses. So this is a great tool for people who just want a free resource to learn more about their astrology. So let's get into the video. So first you're going to go to astro.com. And we're going to start there as if we're just showing up on the page here. And so what we're going to do here is you're going to click the three little dots on the left, select free horoscopes, go down to the bottom option here, horoscope drawings and data. And then the second option is extended chart selection. Now, if you are new to Astro and you don't have your info in here, it's going to prompt you to enter your birth information, which you need to do in order to get this. So now this is kind of the page you're going to land on when you go to these extended charts on Astro. And the thing we're looking for here is this tab right here, Poland/Astrology. I don't know why there's no Y here. I think the people who made this might be German, which is cool. But anyway, you're going to go to sections and click that tab. So now that we're on this tab, there's the very top part, chart type. You select this drop down, scroll down to the bottom where it says Simple Chart Delineation by Walter Pullen. Click here to show chart, and here we go. This tells you a lot. There's some things on here that are going to be any beginner can read and understand. There's some things that are more complex, and there's some sections that I don't actually know even what they are. So I'm going to tell you what you can just read and take in, and what to skip. Please don't ask me questions on like what all the other stuff means, because I don't actually know what it all means. But first, you can see these are the delineations of the planet in the sign in the house. Sun in Sag in the 4th house, that's me. Moon in Pisces in the 6th house, that's me. And it tells you all these definitions by themselves. So then we scroll down. I don't know what this box is. You can skip it. Now you get into the aspects, Sun, Square, Moon. So this is what's cool about this one, is it actually tells you the aspects. A lot of charts, even that you pay for, are not going to get that into it. So it can help you understand, like in this case, my sense of aliveness is somewhat in conflict with my emotional nature. No surprise to me here. This is an aspect I'm aware of, right? But like Sun conjunct Venus. Sense of aliveness is connected with creativity, tendencies for affection, blah, blah, blah. So it kind of tells you what parts of yourself are in harmony, right? The aspects, and which parts are in a little bit of discord and where adjustments might be needed. So that's the aspects. And then we're going to go down here. It even tells me I have a stellium with Sun. So that's interesting. If you have a stellium, it will tell you that. If you don't have a stellium, that's okay. There's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with you if you do. They're super common. It's all good. And then we have more aspects here. And then when we scroll down to this part, now this tells you the power of and some things. I'm not sure exactly where they're getting this from. Maybe someone else knows that. Moon midpoint. Okay, so these are just simply the midpoints. A midpoint is literally the middle point between two things. So you have your sun, you have your moon. The place in between, exactly in between those two bodies in your chart, is the sun moon midpoint. Okay, midpoints tend to be more colorful or strong or prominent if you have a planet there. But this is just delineating the signification of the midpoint. For example, I have a moon in Pisces, north node in Taurus. Aries is the midpoint between the two. The merging of my emotional nature, moods, feelings, blah, 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 with my karmic goals is forceful, energetic, direct, courageous, and seeks adventure and challenge. Most often, this manifests in the area of life dealing with personal relationships and intimacy. That is probably because Aries is in my 8th house. So moving on here to, for you, it's going to tell you your midpoints. your Jupiter midpoint midheaven, your moon midpoint midheaven. They're going to be in different signs, and it'll tell you what that means. These are not like life-changing information, but it's good to know. It's cool. Now we're going to go down. There's another section that I don't totally know what it is, but it has more info. So those are all the midpoints. Now we have this stuff you can ignore. We're going to skip all this stuff here. So here's some more aspects. I don't know why they're in this different section, but we'll just go through a couple of them. Number 1 is Neptune at 3 degrees Capricorn, sextile Pluto and Scorpio. This is a really common aspect for a lot of people. Neptune sextile Pluto. Mine is applying 3 degrees. This is pretty far away for those planets. So yours might be, so applying, guys, APP, applying aspect means it's coming into the aspect. And if it's separating, I don't see any on here. Oh, here's one. SEP, that means separating. That means they're moving away from the aspect. So in ancient astrology, applying is said to mean an aspect that's coming into being, like you're approaching this energy throughout your life, and it could possibly build throughout your life. And if you use progressions, if that progression becomes exact, then that might be a time where that energy sort of culminates in your life. So that's an applying aspect. A separating aspect is when the aspect is moving further away from each other. So this means the slower moving planet is moving away from the faster moving planet. They are moving out of the aspect. So it's kind of complicated, but basically it doesn't mean passing or going. It doesn't mean passing. It means the aspect, if it's 90 degrees, the 2 planets are coming into that aspect. So like Mercury could be retrograding, and that can still be applying to a square with something, if that makes sense. Let me know if you guys have questions on that. Separating is the opposite, where the aspect is going away from each other. They already had the aspect, now the 2 planets are like moving away from each other. And it's said to be that separating aspects are more like things you are moving away from. So like maybe it's something that will happen in early life and that energy will leave your life or something like that. Okay, so this is telling more about the applying and separating aspects. So it's telling me I have Mars and Scorpio conjunct, right? Mars, and it tells you this is the degree, 2 degrees. SCO is Scorpio, and 10, this is going to be the minutes. The minutes are not exact, and I don't know why. The minutes on this is 1 minute wrong, and I don't know why. But basically, it's saying you have this conjunction. This is the applying aspect, and this is how much power. I don't know how that power is measured. Anyway, so it's going to tell you that this sex means sextile, just saying. Conjunction, there's probably, I don't have any trines, so trine is probably TRI. Square is SQU. And then what else could it have? I don't know if it has any other aspects here, but that's how you read that. So sun at 26 degrees Sagittarius, 20 minutes, square the moon at 17 degrees, 43 minutes of Pisces. This is an applying aspect. So it tells me again what these aspects mean. We already saw that sun square moon, but now it's getting more specific here. And that's the end. So there you have a way to read your chart or see your chart, understand your chart, learn more about yourself. And it's all totally free on astro.com. So if you get value out of this video, if you try this, let me know in a comment below. Does it seem accurate? You know, did the things that it said, were they accurate? Were they understandable? Was it challenging to understand? Do you have questions? I love hearing from you, and I will see you all in the next video.